It's an absolute pleasure. I'm absolutely delighted to have this award come tonight. I think had it come in another couple of years, I probably wouldn't have been able to climb those stairs. I'm such an ancient. But I have to tell you, it's no fun getting on, guys, all right? I mean, you wake up in the morning, you put your hand under the dune to see you haven't went to bed. I mean, you take the first step and you're dizzy. You stand up, you're dizzy, you take another step and your left knee gives way. You should have this. I mean, you should have had the ACL Rico they told you about. You stumble into the wall, you can't find your glasses, you can't see, you can't remember where they are because you've got Alzheimer's. You ultimately make it to the bathroom because you've got a bladder up to your ears. And you point first at the porcelain and you wait. And you wait. And still waiting. And as you're waiting, you think about what your smart-ass doctor told you about a rebore. And I think he meant a rebore of one's prostate. And he always, you know, doctors use big words just to fool the public. We're talking to you about incontinence and impotence and those things. Well, you've got news for him. You've got those already. So it's no fun getting old, guys. Yes, I am delighted to get this award. I'm humbled to share this stage with Neil and Roger and also Harold. I must say they are greats, among the great, and in football terms anyway. And I must say I feel a bit like the one-legged kickboxer at times in their company, by which I mean you can feel a little bit inadequate in that company. They're just wonderful, wonderful men. I have to tell you I'm a great Kevin Sheedy fan. And I remember Kevin a few years ago when he left Essendon as a coach. He had a function at the old Hall of Fame and he spoke for quite a while, and Kevin's good at that. And when he speaks, you listen, if you know what I mean. That's the way it is. And I can't, with apologies to Kevin, I can't remember really much of his speech except there was one line that I committed to my head because I thought I'd use it one day. And that line was, I'm a very fortunate person. And I'm going to use that tonight because I am also a very fortunate person, especially having spent so much time at this footy club. I have to tell you guys, I came from a dairy farm in the bush. And I have been an Essendon tragic since I was born, I reckon. And I reckon I had red and black nappies, sometimes otherwise discoloured. And I have at home photos of myself in a big green paddock, kicking a ball in the air and sort of running after, taking a big specky over an opponent and then doing blind turns around cow pads. Now, if there are city folk here who don't know what a cow pat is, all you need to know is that cows poo as well as moo. And it can get a bit sticky in the spring. Okay, so, yes, I started with this, as they said, in '82. There was no arm twisting required. It's unusual. It's strange how Essendon attracts people. Also attracts the media, like that we're always in the press, always in the papers, in the telly, radio, all that sort of stuff. For me, it was the patients. Every second patient comes in the door wants to talk about Essendon. And that's just fine. I mean, they want to know who the best player of all time was, and that's an impossible question to answer because we've had so many champion players and in so many eras. And I also want to know things like, are they going to keep playing Cale Hooker in the back half, you know? Well, I've got an answer to that. And I also want to know things like, the players really get up to a bit of mischief on footy trips. Well, I can't answer that either because I have very poor recollections for a variety of reasons about footy trips. On nights such as this, there's always a lot of people to thank, and I have to thank the footy club for the opportunity that they gave me, and that goes for all the departments in the footy club. And I'm seriously indebted to all them. Bruce Reid, my partner of 30 plus years, not the sort of partner you're now allowed to marry, okay guys? If it was going to be that way, it wouldn't be Bruce, all right? Because the more astute amongst him, I've noticed that Bruce is not exactly Brad Pitt. To those that worked with me in the medical area of that time, like the physios, we had fantastic physios and trainers. thanks to them, I used to really enjoy the time before training where the players were being rubbed down, the physios were doing their magic. There was always this banter going on, these jokes going about the place. And to be honest, the jokes were, well, sometimes they were what you might call a touch ribald. And they weren't the sort of jokes you could sort of reproduce when Grandma come for lunch on Sunday. And that's just the way it was in pre-training. Always remember the players. I think we should never forget the players time after time, week after week, produce for the greatest spectator sport on the planet. It's just fabulous. Finally, to those who really make an impact or support me or have supported me, which is my family, I've got a great love for my kids, my 3 kids, Tam and Matt and Jess. And Jess is a girl person, not a boy person, it could be either way. And the same goes for my wife, how she's put up with my appalling lifestyle for so long makes her a special person, which she is. I mean, the early days I was never home, and she was really a single mum without the pension. Must have upset Centrelink, I think. Okay. She used to put name tags on the kids if I was coming home. So I'm very grateful to my family for their support and understanding over a long period of time. My time with Essendon was a privilege, it was a passion, it was a pleasure. I hope I gave a little bit back to the footy club. Would I do it all again? Absolutely. And I am a very fortunate man. Thanks, guys.